What's up, people? I'm just grabbing a little food before we get this show started tonight while we're waiting for everybody to check in. But I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. And my food should be next. I know I should be cooking healthy meals, but I'm getting Taco Bell instead. But the temperature's warmed up a little bit. It was in the 30s this morning, but heck, it's probably, somewhere in the mid-50s or so, low 50s, something like that. What's up, Chuck? Glad you can make it in today. Moon pie! Yeah, absolutely, Taco Bell. Like, I probably eat at this Taco Bell in Knoxville more than any other individual restaurant in the country. Because, I go through here all the time. What's up, Jason and Road Rash? I got a story to tell you guys when I get back to the truck about a headless cat, rabies, and my mama. Remind me to tell you guys. I've been in here like 15 minutes already. I thought I'd be back in the truck by now before I started this. The trucker Jim does his best to be prompt and start everything at 7. But I've got a little dash across the street. You guys are going to be with me here in a minute. I'm wearing my Trucker Jim shirt. Does it look backwards on here? It looks backwards on my screen. Am I still doing the oxygen therapy? Well, I wasn't for the longest time. And the biggest thing is my bottle has a leak or something, and it was always getting on my hands and like bleaching it white and burning it. So I just kind of got out of the habit. But when I was sick last week, I wasn't taking any kind of cold medication for, I don't know, probably the first 4 or 5 days. I was trying the oxygen therapy instead. And I felt better after I did it, but my cold kept getting worse. But then I got some NyQuil and some Dayquil, and I think I about got it whooped now. So no, not really. I did about 4 days of oxygen therapy though. There's no need asking for my order. They're working on it. I waited in line a little while before I ordered. What's up, Ron? Chuck? Yeah, remind me to talk to you guys about me becoming a trainer too. Can I get a number 2 with no beans for Aaron? They're working on it. Yeah, let's see what my ticket says. $56.15. Okay, 6:15 p.m. I know I hadn't been in here that long. Cause it's like after 7 now. I've ordered some of these rolled chicken tacos. I don't know if you guys can see the sign there. I hadn't tried them before. Come on with a little cheese and spicy ranch. I have been getting that naked chicken chalupa, but they don't have that anymore. What's up, Tanner? Hello to you too. They might have had to fry those rolled tacos, but there was like 4 or 5 people in front of me when I ordered, so. But heck, there's like 6 of them back there rolling up stuff. So it can't be much longer. If they knew they would be being broadcasted live, they might get it to me a little sooner, huh? It's going good, Sean. But this, I keep calling it a Flying J, but it's actually not. It's a Pilot. It's one of my favorite ones to stop at. I took a shower, and it was so, the towels were soft, and the pressure was so good, and it was so hot. I know some people talk about taking cold showers. I'll do that in the summer. But anytime after fall starts, nah, I'm gonna take a hot one. Okay, so I gotta talk about headless cats, rabies, and my mom, becoming a trucker. And I hope that's not mine. I got it. Now what the fuck? Both these firemen ordered after I did. I am gonna go ask. Where'd Larry go? Did my order go through? Yeah, like I've been waiting 12 minutes. I was just asking about my order. It's been about 12 minutes. And a few people that ordered after me has already got theirs. I'm Jim. Okay. 7 minutes, 5 minutes. It seems longer than 7 minutes though. Because, heck, I've been live for 6 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is probably boring as hell, sitting here and me like sort of talking to you and talking to them. And did all of you guys see the video uploaded yesterday called Jacksonville Bound? It was a little shorter one than I've been doing. Oh, and then I also uploaded one called Save Time Fueling. It hadn't had a whole lot of views yet, but it's being able to use the app on your phone to do the stuff you would normally do standing there at the fuel pump, such as swiping your fuel card and swiping your pilot card, punching in your truck number, the mileage, and all that. You can just do all that from your phone. It pops up a little code. If you guys watch the video, I'm kind of rehashing it, I guess, but I'll stop. Just go watch the video. Now, if that kid in the blue shirt gets his food before me, I'm gonna know something's wrong. Thanks. Is that Jim Smith? James Smith, I bet that is you, Jim from Houston, Texas. I ordered those chicken roll things and just a regular taco and a soft shell chicken. I'm not sure what's taking so long. But I've already paid, so you know, and I'm certainly not going to go to the Crystals next door. Does anybody like Crystals? I don't. I think they're disgusting, but I don't like onions. Okay, James. From Chicago. I had a video I made a couple years ago called Escape from Chicago, which I tell you, one of the toughest things for me, you know, besides what song I'm going to use in a video, is figuring out what the hell I'm going to name it. And you try to do something that's catchy, you know, clickbait or whatever you want to call it, but also has something to do with the video. And well, it requires some creativity unless you have like this pre-planned idea of what a video is going to be like, such as the saving time at the fuel pump one. Or if you're doing a how to back video, then you know it's not hard coming up with the title. Half the time on those, I have the title before I even make the video. Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night. All right. Why did the trucker cross the road? Anybody know this one? It's to get back to his truck, way over here. Wow, it feels fantastic out tonight. Hey Siri, what is the temperature? She doesn't work while I'm doing live YouTube. But I've got this feature turned on my iPhone where to activate it, I just say, hey Siri. I don't have to like press and hold the home button like I used to. And it's awesome. Like you can be sleeping at night and say, hey Siri, what time is it? And she'll tell you it's like 3 a.m. or whatever. Or my favorite is to ask her what's the temperature outside. And pretty much if it's like in the 40s or below, she'll go brrr and then tell you the temperature. It's right funny. But this truck stop, I've never visited either one of these, but it has an urgent care and it also has a trucker chapel with a red neon cross. And there's an Arby's beside it. There's a Scrubway inside. Burger King beside it. And then there's this other restaurant. I don't know how the hell you say it. Polanos or Pulianos. I thought it was Mexican, but it's not. It's more of a Italian type theme. But when I do 30-minute breaks here, I usually do like this flatbed guy here. Just park on the curb, dash across to Taco Bell, and then, well, then it's about time to get back on the road after that. I'm almost at the truck, guys. Whew. Truck Jim needs to run more often. I keep talking myself out of running, like in the mornings every day, that I'd have to shower after or I'd be all sweaty as hell. And I don't do it, but I probably should. Because you got to do some form of exercise if you're going to be a trucker for any extended period of time, or it'll catch up to you. All right. I'm using the iPhone right now. Let's see, where's my little tripod? If any of you guys want to start filming and using your smartphone, pick you up one of these. It's made by Joby, same company that my big tripod, well, not a big tripod, but my Gorilla Pod on the Canon camera I use. And it's excellent. Very sturdy. All right, so before I tell my two stories of the night, let me check the comments real quick. Escape from that restaurant. Hell yeah, I'm finally out of there. I may snack a little bit. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. Have I been to the Petro in Colombia? I don't think so. Usually if I'm shutting down in Colombia, I usually do it at the yard, which has only been a handful of times. Sean has been to this truck stop. I bet a lot of you, if you're on the East Coast, have. Backroads Bandits talking about it. It is good shit. Yep, Strawberry Plains. I call it Knoxville, but it is technically Strawberry Plains. You are exactly right, Backroad. Well, I'm glad you look forward to my videos, Ray. What's up, Jerry Perry? What kind of present am I giving out? I'm not tonight. Now everybody's gonna log off, but I will next week on the live show, so it'll be there in time for Christmas, and it'll be person's choice. I don't know how I'm gonna figure out who it is. No, Josh, I have not got my freaking drone back, and I hadn't even got confirmation that they've got the damn thing yet. It's has to go out to Los Angeles Saturday. Holy shit, my ranch spilled. Not only did they take all that time to give me my food, they can't even put a freaking top on right. But I called Monday, which was like 10 days after I ordered, and they said they hadn't received it, but it was scheduled to be received, and I'm going to follow up with them tomorrow. Because first they got to receive it, and then it can take like 3 days before they even freaking take it out of the box. Then they assess what the heck's wrong with it, what the damage is, and then you're supposed to get an email telling you what that damage is, what it's going to cost you to fix it if it's something that's your fault, which is absolutely my case. And then I guess you pay them, they fix it, and then they mail it back, is the way the process works. So maybe I'll get a drone for Christmas, is what I'm thinking. Really sucks. I was at this what is it, on 75, right before the Tennessee-Kentucky border. There's an exit where there's this adult world. I don't know if it's just like a dirty book video dildo store, or if it's a strip club too. They do have this one sign that says dancers. I've never been there, but right beside it is this humongous cross. I mean, a ginormous cross. Like, there's a few places in Tennessee that's got like a really, really big cross. Well, it's right beside Adult World, but at the exit there's a TA, and there's been this pilot, and well, they just opened a new pilot, and they're going to tear this old pilot down. But back behind the pilot, I don't even know what you call this place, but it's got what it claims is the world's longest fire truck, and then there's like a rocket, and then there's this old Ferris wheel. I mean, they're not selling tickets to ride these things. They're like pretty ancient. They might have been open in the 80s or something. But I absolutely want to fly a drone around in there where the rocket and the Ferris wheel and the fire truck is, and try to get some cool shots of it. But they're going to be tearing the pilot down in January because one across the street's replaced it, and I'm not sure about that. I know anybody that's rode by it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When am I going to bring Boone back to the truck? Man, I think about bringing him back all the time. But the current policy here, I gotta leave GMP and go somewhere else if I want to take Boone with me, or have a truck that ain't theirs. I'm gonna do something you guys haven't seen me do before. I'm gonna do like Forrest Gump and drink a Dr. Pepper. Also on that Pilot app, there's you can check the deals, but I got this Dr. Pepper the other day for free. They just scanned the barcode on my phone, and I got a slice of pizza while I was waiting on a shower a while ago for free from the Pilot app. It's awesome. E Street, I figured you'd be watching it. You're almost caught up, so you're in what, the early parts of season 2, about the time I started GMP. You're gonna know more about me than I remember. That's cool. I appreciate you watching me, Street. Okay, yes, there are some hills on 75. Okay. Before I talk about the whole trainer thing, my mom is such a tender-hearted, loving woman. Always been that way, and has always loved animals, and has always been real good with animals. Well, my grandmother, but I don't call her grandmother, we all call her Nanny. Well, she's, I don't know, like 88 or something like that, and she's got the whole dementia, Alzheimer's kind of thing, and got where, you know, it's kind of dangerous, her living by herself. And my mom lives right beside her, or where she used to live, but she's been in a retirement community, you know, nursing home, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years now, something like that. And, well, she had a dog, and I think they ended up giving the dog to somebody, but she had, I don't know, a cat, maybe 2 cats. I think it was 1 cat. And my mom would take food down there and feed the cat under the carport. Well, earlier this year, the property was sold, that Nanny's house, and this other guy, he's turning it into like a big farm area. He's done cleaned it up. It looks nice now. I want to get some drone footage of that too. So that 1 cat over that time had turned into like 20 cats. So some tomcat came around, there were kittens, and mama kept feeding them and all. And well, there was 1 cat, a black one, that the mother cat was ignoring, and something was wrong with it. It wasn't walking right and all that. Well, mama ends up bringing that cat home, nurses it back to health, and names it Snickers. Well, Snickers was a little over a year old and was freaking huge. Anybody that my mom's around gets fat. Now, my mom's not fat, but like her husband, I mean, he ain't fat, but he's got a big belly. Me, ever since I like separated from my ex-wife and started going to mama's house, I got fat. And then I became a truck driver, got even fatter. And Boone's fat now too. Well, Snickers got really fat. Well, about a week ago, she took him to get his rabies shot, and the vet was I don't know, doing something else. So somebody that's, I guess, working on becoming a vet that was in the office gave the rabies shot. The next day, the cat bit the shit out of my mom's toe. She was just walking, and the cat, ah! Like, Mama says shit like went down to the bone. I mean, bit the toe hard. So Mama calls Misty. Misty, you know, tells her about it. Wash it real good, triple antibiotic ointment, Band-Aid, keep a sock on it. Do that like 2 or 3 times a day. And I think the toe's been okay. But yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Snickers wasn't acting right. He was just like, ugh, laying on the floor, not moving. And the cat's been a little weird from day one. Mama took it to the vet, and the vet determined it had fluid built up on his heart, and it was gonna die. It wasn't gonna make it. And then, I don't know, he was checking some other things and asked, has the cat bit anyone? And Mama told about the toe. In some kind of way, the doctor got my mom all concerned and worried about damn rabies. So they put the cat to sleep. Mama's upset, and it gets even worse. They had to cut the cat's head off to send it to Anderson to get tested for rabies, I guess. I was like, I don't know. I don't know why they couldn't take blood from a cat, but they had to cut the dead cat's head off. I guess it was dead before they cut the head off. I'm assuming that. And send it to Anderson. And so Mama's all at home now, waiting to hear back from them. Don't know if she's got damn rabies. Doctor tells rabies shot hurt for $1,000, and you're gonna get like 7 of them in the stomach. But Mama was more upset about the cat than she was herself. Poor thing. But does anybody know anything about rabies and cutting the head off? I hope they don't have to cut my mom's head off to see if she has it. Surely there's a simpler test than that. I didn't even see your question, Rod and Jeremy. I do not shave my butthole. I do good to trim my balls. I was asked that question, by the way, for anybody that's typing like too much information. Yes, Rodney, he did. Everybody in Roswell, New Mexico, hello everyone. I went through Roswell once or twice when I was with US Express, and I was looking for UFOs the whole time. Anybody on here ever seen a UFO while you're out on the road? I would love to hear the story. Good evening, Larry. Okay, so Mr. BD Joker 2000 says, have to test brain for rabies. That is interesting. Yeah, it is a hell of a story. I wish I wasn't telling it, but yeah, got a dead cat and a sad mom. I'm assuming that is why they cut the head off, is, you know, they don't need everything else and get to the brain. All right, so as far as training goes, I was getting my truck ready. You know, I got this fridge up here, and my fridge is huge. Like, there's a slim chance you will ever see a refrigerator bigger than mine in a truck. This is a Frigidaire. This is a good one. I need to clean it out. But, you know, it lights up. It's got a drawer. That big part is a freezer that's freaking huge. I can keep whatever I want in there. Well, this other stuff, I threw the mattress out. I got a new one there. Brand new one that the shop just put in there. Because, you know, it's just been me. So, you know, who cares? So I've been figuring, okay, I gotta keep my camera bags and tripods and all this other stuff, and like this is where a factory installed refrigerator would go in a KW, but I don't have one of those. So I was wanting to have the bed, but I'm not losing my fridge for training, so I'm gonna try to push it back all the way. Either get a board of some type that's about that size, or maybe the bottom of the box that it came in to sit to be between the refrigerator and the mattress. Push it all the way back I don't know if I'll have it to one side or center or whatever. I'll just have to play with it once I get it up there and strap it down there. But go ahead and put a, you know, a bed sheet and all that kind of stuff on the bed for whoever the students are going to be. But I talked to Jim today, and I was asking him, hey, can I get a new truck? Because, you know, the refrigerator situation, I mean, it ain't a big deal to me because I got my bed down here. And I certainly ain't hopping my ass up there, you know. Mine's down here. I'm the trainer. But how about getting a new Freightliner? Well, what he first said was no. And the Freightliners are for teams. The Internationals, the new ones, are going to be for, you know, solo drivers, trainers, that kind of thing. But the first thing he told me, the next wave of new trucks we're getting, GMP's getting, is going to be in April of next year. And he does have some Freightliners that's going to be allocated to trainers, and I can get one of those if I am still training by the time April rolls around. But I'm not going to have one Tuesday. I won't have one the rest of this year from the way it sounds, just the way orientation classes and everything. Plus, they're wanting all the new trainers, you know, myself included, to do a training certification. It's just like a 2-day deal where I guess, you know, they go over, you know, all the expectations and, you know, wanting to be consistent on the messages that's taught to the new people. So that's supposed to happen in January. So I don't expect I'll be training anyone for this year, which that's totally okay with me. That was pretty much my training story. Do we get any other questions in here? Thanks, James Smith. He said, I hope my mom feels better. Yeah, I think all the new trucks, as far as sleeper trucks, you know, day cabs obviously don't, are going to have refrigerators in them now. Like all the trucks we had prior to these new ones coming in, they don't have refrigerators. And I've heard even some of the old ones don't even have APUs. I thought they did. But a new guy that just started, but you know, people when they first start, they kind of give you the oldest shit we got. You know, I had a 2014 for a couple months, I think, until I got a PM, which they, you know, they check the trucks out pretty thoroughly, like every 25,000 miles. But yeah, according to Jim, not this Jim, the other Jim, all the new ones going forward are going to have refrigerators in them, which that's pretty cool. They had this smaller version of the International Pro Star or LT or whatever, and it had a refrigerator like in a drawer under the bunk. And like this section of stuff, you know, here, it didn't really have that. It was just a smaller space and a rack back here. But they talked like that, those trucks were going to be for not local, but like the out and back type guys. You know, they don't really need a whole lot of space. They're not living in a truck. These chicken roll-up things are okay. It's not a naked chicken chalupa though. I am at the Pilot David Hughes. Like if you pull in, I am almost on the corner. On your left side, I'm like second. But I'm the GMP truck. But yeah, if you come by in the next hour or so, come knock on the door. No, I didn't get a fridge at Maynard's. I got mine at Lowe's. I tried a few from Walmart originally. Those like Hager or whatever they called. They suck. And they just kept tripping my, I didn't mean to spit food at you, my inverter and everything, because they use too much power. This one, it's a real energy efficient one, which works well with my inverter, which mine is actually under the rack. But I could heat up my water in the mornings, but if I try to, you know, well, the refrigerator's always running, heat up my water and grind my beans at the same time, it usually trips the inverter. So I have to like stop heating water, grind beans, and then start heating water again. It trips it every time if I try to do both. It's only a 1500 watt one. Okay, so Aaron, what you've been doing is been truck driving school the whole time, and you're actually going out on the road, and your trainer's cool. That's awesome. Hey, how many of you guys have been ordering truck or gym gear? I know a few of you have, at least like 10 or so. This is one of them, and on the back, I don't know if I'm angling it right, but it's got the way I end my videos on it. I've got a hat somewhere around here that I like. And as soon as I finish this video, I'm gonna order my favorite cousin Chris from Athens a hat for a Christmas present. It tells you have a virus. I mean, I think we'll sell to infected people, Carlos. All right, well, Chuck Russell is signing out, people. They go up to XXX, but like the default size, pay attention to this if you order it. The default size is gonna be like extra small, but it goes extra small all the way up to XXX. And probably my last, ever since I've started doing that, you can go to the description box in any of the videos, and I've got a link to truck or gym gear, and after I make this public, I'll put one in it too. But this is not no overnight shipping by any stretch of the imagination. It takes about 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a day or two from the time you order it until it's gonna arrive. They're sitting a real big outfit. It's out of Charlotte. And they don't always answer the phone either. They do sometimes. But Aaron is saying order a size larger. This is an extra large that I'm wearing. But actually, I haven't washed this one yet because I've been wearing it like over this long sleeve, so it hadn't got enough of my stink on it yet. So you may want to order a size bigger, I don't know. Good question, E Street. Is G&P gonna allow me to keep making videos with training? Well, for starters, if they told me I couldn't, I would tell them to kiss my ass and train your own people. I'm gonna rock and roll, make money, and make videos. That's one of the things that attracted me to become a truck driver to begin with. To give me a canvas to do something I always wanted to do, and I don't know, get better at it, and understanding filming and editing and storytelling and all that kind of stuff more. Because, I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 movies I want to make before my time expires. But, yeah, I can. But I've got to, I don't know if I've got to get it from their legal people or I can just handle this myself. But I've got to get each student to sign a waiver saying it's cool and they don't hold G&P, responsible for it. And I can't be, like this dickhead, about it and just throwing stuff in their face and talking shit about them, and edit them to, make them, I don't know, in a negative way. But as long as I do it right, I can continue to do it. And I'm thinking about when I have a student, maybe kind of have that as a, I don't know, certain times, a little spin-off series and not so much be the numbered trucking journey episodes. Maybe I'll, have, that going on at the same time, but I'd like to take it as an opportunity to, I don't know, you have more educational and training-based videos. I hadn't, sat down and planned them all out yet. Probably, most of those ideas will probably come to me when I'm going through the training certification, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about. And, doing it like that, not having my numbered episodes, I really see that as an opportunity also to attract more people to my channel and, have something that can be, shared, with a higher probability of anyway, of other truck drivers and students and things sharing it with other people and maybe even have, you know, some truck stops. I mean, not truck stops, but truck, you know, CDL, you know, training schools and things like that, showing a video from time to time is kind of what I'm thinking, because I still ain't made any video that's done anything all that impressive numbers wise. I've got a couple over 10,000, only a few over 5,000. You know, most are in the 3,000-4,000 range or less. Carlos, happy birthday, guys. Carlos Garza, how old are you turning today, Carlos? And how long have you been driving? But he is celebrating his birthday, I'm assuming, out on the road today. I've had a couple out on the road as well, Carlos, but happy birthday, buddy. The live videos, I'm going to keep doing them the rest of this year. And I hadn't sat down and really did my total plan for next year. But hell, there's 81 people on here right now. Are you guys having fun? Is this cool? Do I need to, like, shut up and hit end so you guys can go on about your lives? Because you could be anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I sure do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, I'm kind of having fun with the live videos. It was a little challenging at first because, well, it's live. You got to roll with it, you know, and there's no editing. And that was one of the things I like most about my normal videos that I do, that I can edit and take out my ums and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Well, thanks, Mike Jenkins. Hey, is this the Mike Jenkins that I know that lives in, like, Mississippi somewhere? E Street, I was watching one of LoSean's videos the other day, and man, he had a shitty week. Almost as bad as some of the weeks I've had. You know, I've had good weeks here recently. But the oversized load was taken to Raleigh. The permit was all messed up. And I think he got like a $1,200 ticket for being over-dimensional. And then went to Texas. And when he got there, he realized the place 450 miles back took the wrong load. And then when they were putting that one back on, they ended up like knocking a door off with some kind of farm equipment or something. So they had to do a claim on this piece that was damaged. It needed to go 450 miles back, and then had to go there to... It was a mess. I didn't finish the video, but it sounded like a less than desirable week. John Dittman is picking up his truck tomorrow. Will have his first ever load. Well, I appreciate it, John. Glad to be a good source. And that is kind of, you know, I mean, I don't want to call the guy an asshole, because, I mean, I can't deny, you know, I probably warranted this comment, but he was like something to the degree of, seriously? They want you to be a trainer with all the accidents and the tickets and the blowing by the chicken houses that you've done? Jeez. And there was some other comment after that. But there's two ways to look at it. Like my trainer Bill, that was my trainer. This guy's daddy was a trainer. I mean a trucker. I don't know, he came from, you know, pretty successful background before, and according to him, he never does nothing wrong. He's just amazing and like really smart and good decision making, and never got a ticket, never had an accident, never had nothing. You know, leasing a truck, and and then there's just me. You know, I didn't know really nothing about trucking. I was just like, I want to hit the road. I want to get away from my wife. I want to start making videos. I don't want to sell nothing no more. Holy shit, you guys will pay for my truck driving school and I don't have to pay it back? I'm in. And that's what started my journey. But everybody's different. But really, at the end of the day, it's kind of a large part up to that student how their journey is going to go, not just the 4 weeks in training, but I can see where that could really help the process of their career get off to the right start. And especially if you have a good relationship with the person, you can follow up with them as time goes on. Which I do have that with Bill, with it, which that's cool. Which I hadn't talked to him in a long time. I need to reach out to him. Carlos is 46 in Laredo. Carlos, was you asking me about if GMP was hiring in Laredo? You don't live in Laredo. You're just like down there, probably waiting on a load to come back north. We've got some kind of little terminal down there, and I hear the terminal manager there is awesome. Takes real good care of his guys, and is a good guy to work for. I don't know him personally. I do show my mistakes, John, and I wish I could tell you guys I've showed you every mistake I've ever made, because I'm all about teaching to people. But nah, I done fucked up like way more than what I've showed you guys. But the big ones and some of the small ones, I definitely do. And I appreciate you appreciating it. Oh, okay, well, right on, Carlos. E Street's laughing. All right, so we've been here like 40 minutes. I don't try to have these, 2-hour live videos, and well, I gotta order cousin Chris's hat, and I've got some video footage that I filmed today. I started my day in Paris, and like I was really like, as soon as I found out I was going to Paris, Kentucky. I didn't even know there was one. I was wanting to make this joke and had these grand plans and maybe like having an Eiffel Tower, but I don't have a green screen that I want to use anymore yet, so I just scrapped it. But I did start working on the next episode today, and well, since you guys are live with me, I went to Jim Beam, and not that bullshit keep you there 10 hours DC, that's DHL or XL or whatever that we call Jim Beam. I'm talking the real Jim Beam, where it's distilled in I forget where in Kentucky. I got it wrote down in my trip book. But that's what I'm hauling right now. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. But yeah, so I got a little bit of footage of that. I didn't like take a tour or anything, but it smelled like yeast rolls or some kind of bread around there. But apparently yeast is used to make bourbon and all that. But I'm getting ready to wrap this up, guys. Anybody got anything I don't know they want to say? Any shout outs requested or questions? Yeah, enjoyed it too, James. You have a good night, buddy. No, William Hill, they have not said anything about the similarity. I really hadn't asked their opinion. But one thing that's different, see, this is like a bottle cap looking thing. Theirs is just a straight circle. There's another company called like GI Truckin that has a logo that looks just like this, except the colors are a little different. I almost hooked up to one of their trailers one time. I was like, what's wrong with this trailer? I'm like, whoop, that ain't a P. Yeah, Doug, I wish we hired in Tennessee too. They do hire if you live within an hour of Chattanooga, Tennessee, which I met Chad. Actually, I've got a business card right here. If I can pick it up. Chad Steele at the Chattanooga terminal. He's the operations or terminal manager, but real nice guy. And he actually watches the videos. He may be watching this now. If you are, hey Chad, it was nice meeting you the other day. Okay, you too have a good evening, Larry. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. We don't have that big of a hiring areas. I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's good if you live in it, I guess, but it, limits the hiring area for sure. Justin Graves is up in Roaring Springs, Pennsylvania, and it's snowing up there. It is amazing feeling down here in Tennessee. Justin, you're always like going to or coming from Pennsylvania. I didn't really like Pennsylvania. I mean, well, I can't say I didn't really like Pennsylvania, but I don't exactly miss it. Oh, is that you, William Hill? We still need to go fishing, and I have not caught the first damn fish this year, and I set the goal to catch 10, and we've got like 3 weeks left in there. I may need your help, buddy. But I think I've got your number in my phone. Oh man, this guy's in a blizzard on I-90 near Buffalo. Christopher Cruz. Well, you can come on down south, man. Rent's cheaper. Man, it's snowing in a lot of places, apparently. Chris Coleman, it's snowing in Lamar, Pennsylvania on I-80. You know, Moon Pie, I have noticed I have been getting passed by U.S. Express and their 68-mile-an-hour trucks. But I'd rather them pass me instead of be going the same speed right in front of me, setting my little beep, beep, beep thing on. So, good for them. Thanks for watching the videos, Willie. All right, people. Well, now that I finished eating my supper in front of you, damn, that Dr. Pepper is good. I don't know the last time I had a Dr. Pepper. I've just been drinking a cup of coffee and the rest of the time alkaline water for months. It's raining in Canada, according to Albert County 27. Now, it wasn't 40 of them, Aaron, but I did have 4 of them. Yeah, they would. Okay, I'll tell you guys one more story. When I was with U.S. Express, like, I try to make friends wherever I can. And I made a friend. I'm not going to tell you guys in which shop because I don't want to get this guy in any trouble. But I made a friend with a mechanic. And he came out, you know, waking me up like 3 o'clock. I think we was getting a PM or something done to the truck. And I just asked him about bumping my speed up to like 67 or 68, you know, just, you know, for passing. Well, he bumped it up to 70 miles an hour on the cruise and on the pedal. And man, it was awesome. Actually, this was before me and Massey got together. This was one of my selling points. Massey, you want to team with me, buddy? I got a 70 mile an hour truck. But when we go cross country, I had 2 or 3 times where I got 715 miles in one shift. And one time, Massey got 723 miles in a shift. It was awesome. I mean, you could get extra 50 miles a shift if, you know, if you're driving all day with that extra. And then the next time I had a PM, them bastards called it and, like, turned it back down. But I had 6 months, I think, or maybe not that long, 50,000 miles of, so about 3 months, I guess. And when me and Mark was together is when they finally caught it. But the whole time, me and Massey, me and Steve, and then the first part, me and Mark together, had a 70 mile an hour truck. So they didn't catch it on the next PM, but they finally did. And I was not happy about it. Yeah, I've had Mr. Pip. Anytime I go to a movie, holy shit, have you guys been to a movie lately? It is so expensive. I took Aubrey and Dominic, Chase, and his girlfriend, Brienne, didn't even take Kason, and me, to the movies. The tickets were like, and this was the matinee, like the 1 o'clock show, was $37. And then we got snacks. I'm like, yeah, get whatever you want, guys. So, you know, there was 2 big buckets of popcorn. I don't know, everybody got some candy and drinks and stuff, and it was $51 in snacks. So I spent like almost 90 bucks at the freaking movie theater to see Justice League. But, you know, fuck it. I'll probably see 2 movies a year. I'm gonna go see the Last Jedi during the Christmas break. I've seen every Star Wars movie at the theater, and Chase, I've taken him. We've done this together ever since, you know, he's been alive in episode 1, 2, 3, and 7. You know, came out. We've seen at the theater together. So, gonna continue to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I may have got like 6. You can't hardly get too much more than 650. I think I might have got like 683 as my record in a 65-mile-an-hour truck. And that's, you know, getting shut down with hardly no time left, and you know, you drive all day. I could probably count on one hand the times I've got 600 since I've been at GMP. I had a 600-mile one day last week, though. The Lowe's DC in Palmetto? Man, I don't know if I've ever been there, Josh. I go to that one in Adairsville all the time. And Statesville and Greensboro are usually the ones we go to. And we've got an account at Garysburg. I think I may have been there once or twice. Disaster Artist. I hadn't even heard of that. Boone's getting fatter, like his daddy. And Carlos is going to KFC for a little good for his birthday. All right, well, we're at the 50-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, everybody. All these amazing comments, and actually, you know, likes kind of help me in the channel out. I see there's like 32 likes. There's 71 people on here now. So if you guys can kind of give that thumbs up, that'll be appreciated. And all you people that are watching this after it was live, please give a thumbs up too. And you can leave comments then. Unfortunately, something in the algorithms, all these great comments, and there's so many. They're like, I'm scrolling through them like right now, and I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate the love, and I love you back. But they're gonna go away. So if you want something to stay on there, come back and watch it after I make it public, and then the comment will be there forever. And I will put a link to the Trucker Gym gear. But I'm out. I'm gonna run till Saturday, maybe Sunday morning. I'm gonna get the most out of my time that I can, because I've got to go back to that rectal doctor. I'll try to do video for you Monday. So this video I'm working on now, I'll try to get it up over the weekend. But everyone, be safe out there and keep on trucking. And I will see you next time.